It's sitting on a set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the Air Force Falcons taking on the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bradley. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a little space. There he goes! He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They'll give it to the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They grab the early lead. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Give to the running back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Thomas. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Calandria. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They go to the ground. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UNLV. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. There's set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offsides, and this is going to be a 1st down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. The defensive front had that one spelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play. Till you get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Give to the big fullback. They stop him in his track, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
Let's be honest, Reese. The only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown Falcons! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks the tackle.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Rebels just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking for space. It's Thomas. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Get set, get set. Just when they're looking run, now up top. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Got it behind the line. It's Harris.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Falcons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Calls his own number and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there. And the Falcons have this offense rolling.
give out of the gun. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll go to the fullback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense as their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Big fullback's got it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Sticks it in his belly. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tip the scales at 3 bills. Stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Air Force.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. That's caught. It's Bradley. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Receivers worked tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
One more snap coming before halftime. Corner's going to give them room. He'll throw on third down. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Got the first down. Turning it on. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the fullback. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it to the right. Got enough for the 1st. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Working that left side now. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Thomas.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll try the run. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Calandria. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gums. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him. So a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
To the air. It's Calandria. Right down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Latham. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To give to the big fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Falcons are on the move. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now on second down. The RPO fired complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Latham. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. The sure hands, it's Harris.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff to the fullback. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown Falcons! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Calandria. Caught near the sticks, it's Bradley. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Thomas. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Bradley. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And a play like that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. The quick out. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And how about the defense coming through in the clutch? You're up. You want to maintain that lead. You've given up a bunch of yardage. What do? You bow your neck, create the turnover, get the ball back to the offense. Offense, go do your job. We're going to win this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. From the gun to give, looking for room. football and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Fullback's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. At the 27, this offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? There he goes. Tag. Touchdown, Air Force. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. See this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end, as they will concede defeat. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.